Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Green Bay Packers. Veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. First down at the 50-yard line. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down. This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And now a timeout coming from the... Defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, they set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down and 7. They go play action now. Jackson buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run with Dobbins, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second and goal, Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Oliver. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Love, they go play action now. And this is incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. First down, going to the air with Love. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Love. A check down here to Jones. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Green Bay. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On On second down, it's Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Touchdown. It's complete. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And you'd think on third down and just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The Love's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. back now in Baltimore. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Dobbins finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kenny Clark in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Love's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On play action, Love to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Complete to Jones. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run here with Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score. Ravens 27. Packers 20.
So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they will take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's got some space here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put the...
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. One last shot now for Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Baltimore, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the